You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, B&B fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I have got your early edition spoilers. These are for next week, Monday, January 22nd through Friday, January 26th. How close are we getting to February, and when did that happen? It is so weird. It feels like it was just New Year's. We have a lot to unpack for you. There's big action coming in front burner storylines. I'm excited to tell you all about it. Hey, if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our updates. All right, let's dig right in. As always, I'm going to tell you what's happening the rest of this week to get you excited and give you some context for what is coming next week. So by the time you're listening to this, it will be Wednesday, January 17th, or perhaps later. But on Wednesday, we are going to see Eric Forrester due to get out of the hospital, and the Forresters are celebrating. We are also going to see more of the conversation between Brooke and Hope, I expect, because they were still in the midst of that conversation on Tuesday. And Brooke is telling her dump Thomas, and Hope is saying, you need to stop this because you don't know what the future holds for us. And she keeps touching that necklace. I just wonder if Brooke is going to see it, because if she does, she's going to freak out. We also have Lee Finnegan going to find her sister Poppy, and she's going to chew her out for dating Bill Spencer. I don't know if this is going to happen at the workplace, if Poppy's going to show up there, and Lee likes to just show up places, but we've never seen where Poppy lives, so I just don't know where this confrontation is going to happen, but Poppy's not going to listen to her. I also wonder if we're going to have a little bit more of the conversation with Thomas and Ridge. I was really enjoying that on Tuesday, and of course, if you guys haven't forgotten, Ridge knows all this stuff about Thomas. By the way, I just want to say this because it's really bothering me the way that Bold is misleading viewers who maybe haven't been watching that long. Hope has known since 2019 that Thomas was on that road following Emma. This is not news to her. If you don't believe me, go back to recaps from August 2021, specifically August 2019. Liam found out and told her. She's known all this time. Thomas gave her some new info, but overall, most of it was stuff she already knew. It's just the fine points that she didn't know. But Bold didn't acknowledge that because I don't know if they think their viewers are stupid. I don't know. So much of their writing just, to me, feels insulting to the audience. So it's a little annoying. Thursday, January 18th, we have Bill and Poppy out on their second date. So clearly, all the nasty things that Lee Finnegan said did not faze her little sister at all. I mean, she's been used to the verbal lashing from her for, I don't know, at least 20 years. Bill and Poppy are back at Il Giardino. Bill is entranced by Poppy. He's so excited, so much so that he wants to spend the night with her. We have Deacon and Sheila back on Thursday, and of course, I'm always excited to have them around. And since Sheila works at Il Giardino and Deacon owns it, they are front and center stadium seats for Bill and Poppy's second date, and they're trying to figure out exactly what they are looking at, and it's all very interesting. We also have, by the way, I forgot to mention it on Wednesday, Darren Brooks is back as Wyatt Spencer, so I wonder if they're going to do something weird and have him rent the beach house to RJ, because RJ said he needs to get a house. Darren's supposed to be back, I think, for one episode. If you remember, though, Taylor bought the house from Wyatt to be her and Ridge's love nest when they got together there for a hot minute and were going to get married. So maybe she sold it back to him. I don't know. And then RJ's renting it from him. If they have brought Darren Brooks back for just a real estate transaction for RJ, the anointed one, I can't even tell you how annoyed I'm going to be. And I feel like that's what they've done. So I'm already pre-irritated. All right. Friday, January 19th of this week, RJ rents a beach house. So he and Luna have headed to the place he's rented. And it does look like it is Wyatt's old house because Bill is trying to get frisky with Poppy and they decide to head over there. Now, Bill should have known that Taylor bought the house. Maybe he also knows Wyatt bought it back, and maybe he doesn't know that Wyatt has rented it to RJ. Because this is going to get awkward really fast with these two men taking mother and daughter there to both get jiggy. Just icky. And Eric and Ridge Forrester have some sweet dad and son moments, and it looks like Eric is ready to come home. So maybe he will in fact be home by Friday. Now let's talk about what's in the week ahead, January 22nd through 26th. Eric is getting home from the hospital, and official spoilers say after almost dying, he is going to spend a lot of time on introspection. So thinking, I mean, that's good because I guess they probably expect him to lay in bed, which I'm sure he's not going to put up with for too long. He wants to be up playing the piano, drinking martinis. We're going to have more of Zende causing trouble next week. I'm sure he's not going to be very happy if RJ and Luna are the ones who wound up with the house for the night. They should, since RJ has rented it, and we know RJ is not a fan of Bill. Maybe he'll tell him, get out, I have a lease. And Poppy and Lee are going to have more rivalry issues. You know, Lee is not going to want her sister putting down more roots. And we have Sheila and Deacon's new storyline kicking off. Xander and Finn keep on what they've been doing, and that means that Finn is going to betray his word to Steffy. She has asked him to stop this, told him to stop saying her brother's a murderer. She says there's nothing new here. Everybody knows all this. The police investigated it, but I just can't see Finn really dropping it. And I think Steffi's going to be really mad when she finds out that he hasn't. And it seems that Hope's doubts about Thomas's past are lessening, and she, told him she needed a minute to think. But then after talking to Brooke, she seems very certain that Thomas has well and truly changed. So I think she's going to tell him everything's good between them and he's going to be very happy. And that sets the stage for big things coming in February sweeps, which kicks off the week after that one. All right, that's everything I have for you for early weekly spoilers. Please come back soon. Definitely click subscribe. Drop your comments on what you're excited to see. And as always, we're here talking bold and beautiful 7 days a week. And this has been Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.